argument, which was that the matter is in court and should not be discussed, which is a part of the rules. The rules of the House of Representatives state that if a matter is in court, then the House should not discuss it so as not to take sides and affect the judgment in court. I'm really worried that I hope this, the way the matter played out today on the floor will not affect other issues, because emotions ran really high today, and a lot of harsh words were said between lawmakers and across party lines. And I hope this will not boil over to other matters, even legislative matters that are still pending before the House.
Thank you very much indeed, Larry, for speaking with us tonight. So there you go, very feisty moment on the floor of the House of Representatives. Don't forget, they've got issues of the budget, the petroleum industry bill, all before them, even as recent as that NNPC audit report. So who knows how they will eventually go ahead and handle all of those ones. But we moving on now today, or joining us tonight, Shina Fagbero Byron is a regional coordinator and head of the Southwest Regional Office of the UK's Department for International Development, DFID, Nigeria. He's a lawyer and a public policy analyst. Then we will also be joined via phone today by the resident electoral commissioner of Bayelsa State, Barry Tor Pagi. We will connect with him much later. And then we'll also join much later by, we'll get to introduce them in the course of the program in here today. Now, it's got to do with the distribution of the permanent voter cards. How many have collected their permanent voter cards? Because it said that, INEC has said that time and again, if you do not have your permanent voter cards, you cannot participate in this forthcoming election. So you have to do whatever you can to collect it. Now they've gone ahead and released some recent figures. That's the commission, different from the very last one. And this is as at the 23rd of February. Well, first and foremost, let's take it back 1 minute and take a look at the total number of registered voters before we come to those who have collected. This is the figure now, 68,833,476. That's the total number of those who are registered to participate in the elections this year. Of this number, you've got 53,466,635 people who have collected their permanent voter cards as the latest data released by the Commission. And then you have a total number of those who have not collected. That's the outstanding figure now of 15,366,841. And so the total number of PVCs collected in terms of percentages, if you flip to it, we'll find out that it's about 77.68%. That's the total number of the permanent voter cards that have been collected. Well, remember, INEC did say that if they're able to achieve some 85% distribution of the PVCs, they should be good to go, even though several party members, different political parties, have spoken up against that. They think otherwise. But then we'll go ahead and look at the breakdown of this figure of those who have collected their permanent voter cards from the resident electoral commissioners or the Independent National Electoral Commission. We'll start with the distribution of the PVCs in the northeast. I beg your pardon, northwest. Yes, we're right with this one. This is the northwest. The northwest consists of Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Jigawa, Kano, and Kaduna states. 7 states in the northwest. The total number of registered voters in the northwest is 17,620,436. And then those who have collected their cards in this region, as at February 23rd, is 15,668,287 people collected the permanent voter cards according to the Commission. And then we move on to the northeast. The northeast comprises of Yobe, Adamawa, Bauchi, Taraba, Gombe, and Borno states. Now the total number of voters in this region, 9,107,861. And then those who have been able to collect their cards, 7,502,382. That's the figure of those who are ready to go ahead with the elections. To the North Central now, and then North Central, 6 states in the North Central region of Benue, Kwara, Nasarawa, Kogi, Plateau, and Niger State. Now in this region, you've got 9,767,411 registered voters for this year's elections, and of that figure, 7,193,684 have collected their permanent voter cards, and they are ready to vote. But more people perhaps will do much later. To the southeast now. The southeast, they've got 5 states: Abia, Anambra, Enugu, Imo, and Ebonyi. They've got a voting population of registered voters, of 7,665,859. Of that figure, 5,816,547 people have collected their permanent voter cards, according to the Commission lately. And then on to the southwest. In the southwest, you've got Oyo, Ogun, Lagos, Osun, Ekiti, and Ondo states. Now, those states, you've got 13,814,735 registered voters. And of those figures, you've got 8,658,641 people are ready for the elections by reason of the fact that they've collected their permanent voter cards. And then the south-south. In the south-south of Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River states, they've got 10,059,351 number of registered voters, of which 7,751,954 of them have collected their permanent voter cards at the moment, according to the Commission. That's the figure of those who are ready to collect their permanent voter cards. Let's not forget the Federal Capital Territory. The FCT here, they've got a total number of registered voters of 881,472. And in that figure, you've got 541,359 of them have been able to get their PVCs, and so they are ready to go. Let's do something now. Let's zero in on 2 states, 2 key states. Let's start with Ogun. Remember, they've got, let's start with Bayelsa before we go on to Ogun. Well, Bayelsa, particularly peculiar, that's the state, one of the states in the south region. Look at that. The total number of voters here, 610,373 people are the ones registered to vote. If they want to, they can go ahead and pick up their cards. But those who have demonstrated that intent happen to be 404,119 people at the moment, according to the Commission. Well, so there you go. But they've got a polling unit of 1,804 places where they can go ahead and vote. And then to Ogun. Remember, Ogun has a very peculiar case. They've got the lowest figure, I saw the last time, and look at the number here. 1,829,534 people. That's a number of registered voters. And of this figure, 795,962 have been able to get their permanent voter cards, according to the Commission, because not long ago, the governor himself was one of those who addressed or spoke to journalists and complained, saying, look, they don't understand what's going on. They need to get these permanent voter cards to them such that people can collect it. So that looks like some improvements, but look at the amount of polling units they've got there. 3,818. That's the amount of places, or the available polling units where they can go ahead and exercise their democratic franchise, voting. So 3,818. But now, let's take you through, there was this roundup which was put together, talking about the challenge that some people have, even those who said, yes, I was okay when I went ahead to collect my PVC. Let's look at what they said in this report.
They are eligible voters by law, but may not be recognized as that as the 2015 elections draw near. In Jos North, these residents' names are missing on the voters' sheet.
They have checked in, they didn't see my own. They said that I should come and check that another one, there is someone that's going to come out behind. That maybe by weekend I should come and check again.